From Boston, Massachusetts, to Adelaide, Australia, and everywhere in between. Talking local and national sports and just about anything discussed in a tavern. Broadcasting from South Lyon, Michigan. Welcome to Easy Speak at Speakeasy 330 with your hosts, Rich and Tom.
Hey, what's going on?
Happy Saturday.
Yeah, it's Saturday. It's a good day. As you can notice, we're not in our normal spot right now. We're actually in a different location, on location.
We took the show on the road.
Yeah, show's on the road and everything like that. So this week we had quite a Twitter following, so to speak. Somebody had put her name out there like, hey, why don't you guys do a road show? So road show it is.
Yep.
Our, Twitter masses, we're hearing you. We're responding to you. And
we appreciate the feedback. We appreciate show ideas and topics. And this definitely is an example of somebody who reached out and thought it would be a good idea for us to broadcast live from
the Butchery
in Sylvan Lake.
So really what we came here to do is it's that time right now. It's noon. So
lunchtime, kids.
It's lunch time. So we got a couple that have decided to venture out this way and hang out with us for an hour or so.
Gonna eat some good food from Chef Dave.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. So we ordered some sandwiches. They should be here shortly.
Looking forward to that.
Oh, I am too. I want to say hello to my brother who's in attendance today, who made the trek out from Livonia along with my nephew. He's over here.
The mean streets.
The mean streets of Livonia. L-Town. That's right, L-Town.
The L-Town.
Also, Dennis came in, and so Dennis is here. And but first, let's talk about a little bit of action going on that we got going on with the big game tomorrow. It's going to be the second game of the Michigan State. Michigan absolutely walloped State the last time that they played, and I'm thinking it's probably going to be exactly the same again.
Well, you got to look at who's playing for something here. You have Michigan already outright Big Ten champions, and Michigan State needs this game if they want to go dancing here in the tournament. So I think Izzo is going to have the guys ready to play a little bit harder than they did on the other night. So I definitely see Michigan State being a little bit more competitive going into this game. But, ultimately, I think Michigan's got too much, and they'll probably come out on top because I do still think they're feeling that loss to Illinois the other night, and they want to prove that was just, a fluke.
It was, yeah. They're number 3 in the country for a reason.
2.
Oh, I'm sorry, number 2 in the country.
They might slip to 3. But
yeah.
Currently, they're 2.
Okay, but I think that the way that they're playing right now, there's no stopping them. They are the team to beat, and that's my opinion. I'm sticking with it.
Right, and I think the last game against Michigan State, I don't think they played the best game they could have played. I think they left a lot of points on the floor, and they were sloppy at times, especially in the first half. And, they came out of the second half, before you knew it, they were up by like 25. So, yeah. But, they can play better. Their 3-point shooting has been lackluster the last 2 or 3 games. And Wagner, who, I think he put up about 24. He finally decided to play, but he hasn't really shown his full potential the last couple games. But so we'll see. I mean, it should be a good game. It's going to be a rivalry game, and
Spartans cover, book it. No, they don't. Well, they don't.
Is he not dangerous anymore?
He's not. He's just known as John Cole now.
Oh, okay. What's the spread? Do we have the spread?
Well,
it was 12 the other day. So
yeah. So that's going to be a big game. We got UFC tonight. That's going to be fun to watch. Got some good fights going on tonight. Adesanya's fighting tonight. So
yeah, that the tonight's UFC is action packed. Nunez is a negative 1100.
I don't think I've ever seen I don't think I've ever seen that much of a spread.
No. So that tells me that fight's going to last 30 seconds.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But Adesanya is, he's going for the belt, and he wasn't going to bulk up. He met weight, and he said he's not going to bulk up. He's just going to go on his talent and his his strength.
I mean, I want to say probably the greatest thing that I saw him at the weigh-in. He weighed in at like 201 pounds. They handed him a pizza, and he started eating it. And he's like, because that guy probably walks around at 200, and he cuts down. So it's gonna. I think he's gonna win. I just think all around, I think his game is tailored to it, but you never know.
Well, yeah, he's fighting a bigger guy, so let's see if he can take those punches. But he's a fighter that he's real squirmy, and he can get himself out of tight spots. So I expect him to pull it off. Yeah. Definitely.
And then we also have we had a couple fights last night in the NHL. Tom Wilson actually had two of them, and man, he's got a wicked jab.
What is that suspension going to be?
Yeah, I don't know. I have that hit. Yeah, that hit was pretty brutal.
He went high. He definitely put his stick to the guy's head, and it didn't look good. So he he dropped down, and then Wilson, they tested him two different times. And the second guy, he's got a lips probably the size of his ear this morning.
Oh, yeah.
He got hit pretty hard.
He definitely ate a couple on that. But anyway, so so I think our plan going forward is what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to visit some of these small businesses that are local, and we want to promote local businesses. Right. We want to showcase their things that they're good at. And what the Butchery is here is they're good at meats and sandwiches.
Yeah.
I mean, they really are. If you haven't been there, if you look down on the bottom on the ticker scroll, it tells you exactly where it's at. It's in Orchard Lake, on Orchard Lake Road in Sylvan Lake, Michigan. And they do ship worldwide. I started coming here after I heard about them through the Woodward Sports Group has a show called The Smoke Show, which Chef Dave is along with Mike Iveso, who we've had on the show twice, and Sean Relichin. The guy he's a mastermind. He makes good stuff. Fresh sausages here. He has his own rubs. Any cut of meat you can think of. I came here and got a culotte a couple weeks ago, tossed it on the smoker. It was absolutely unbelievable.
And his 3B burgers that I'm sure our listeners are tired of hearing about because they want to taste it.
Yeah,
that's where they've come from here at the Butchery.
Yeah,
and he's got a new burger in the holiday fashion of St. Patrick's Day. What was it called? The Mick O'Brien burger.
Yes,
it's got some corned beef and brisket.
Oh, corned beef brisket. Oh. Yeah, it's got a bunch on there, and it's going to be some good stuff. I think that's going to probably be my carry out for the ride home.
We're going to definitely have to try that tonight.
Oh, for sure. But that's what we're going to do. We don't know if we're going to spin it off into another separate cast from what we have now. We're probably going to talk about it a little bit more, but definitely if anybody has any suggestions of places to go, I got a ton of them the other day from a couple of guys that I work with of some local places that are out on the east side.
I think we're looking for places off the grid.
Yes.
Some lesser known places that have amazing food, sandwiches, burgers. There's no limit to what what we want to try. So,
Yeah.
and basically we just want to get their word out there, get the name out there so people can learn of that never heard of this place. Like a lot of people might not have heard of the Butchery. I certainly haven't until we started this venture, but it'll be my go-to for sure. But this is what we want to do. We want to put places on the map, and we want other people to really know about them.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, so I mean, really, we're just kind of sitting here waiting. We put our order in, and we have set up a sandwich cam.
Sandwich cam's looking
So we do have a
empty,
sandwich
like my
cam.
stomach right now.
Yeah.
But it's definitely ready for that.
So if you guys have any suggestions, drop them in the comments of local places that you can go and check out and stuff like that. And
well, I think one of the places that you mentioned early on was Mally's, and that's what Northville and whatnot. So I think that would require multiple people coming in to help with that.
okay, I'll be
big
back
burger.
in 1 second.
So yeah, it's
Sandwich time.
Rich is ready to go get the sandwiches. We are definitely anticipating it, to say the least. But yeah, if you guys got any suggestions out there, I think we mentioned maybe doing like a Tony Paco's down there, because I've never been. I'm sure a lot of people have, but I've never been. So that's a potential place. But yeah, definitely. If you know any places that maybe not a lot of people know of, we are graciously wanting to try them. So Rich is unwrapping the sandwich. Rich went with the Habs man. It's got some corned beef in it. And mine was the Mr. Hack, they called it. It's got some it's like a turkey Reuben. So some napkins. Thank you.
Thank you.
That was Julie, Chef Dave's wife, who is the owner here. So we're gonna.
Yeah. So the first one that we got up here is called the Habs Man. It's got Wagyu, homemade pastrami, and it's grilled on some rye. It's got sour kraut, brown mustard, and Swiss cheese. Ooh, look at that.
Look at that.
That's a good sandwich right there, buddy. It is a tasty sandwich. Ain't it?
Well, the difference is what we usually watch on the smoke show. We can't eat it.
Yeah.
We're watching it. So
Yeah, so now we're looking
we're pretty
at it.
excited that we actually get to partake in some
Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh,
some
yeah.
food here. So good.
Yeah. So, like I said, get down here, try it out, make it a Saturday. Somebody said they love turkey rubs. I don't know what turkey rubs are, but
I'm not sure where you find turkey
yeah,
rubs.
I don't know where you find turkey rubs at.
Leslie?
Nice one, Leslie.
Well, look at your screen, Leslie. It's right there.
It's right there, Leslie.
right-
You want to see the sandwich? It's right there.
What is it with you and sandwiches?
Yeah, you want to see some sandwiches?
Some sandwiches?
Hey, really, Leslie, really?
Should I fix you some sandwiches?
I don't want any sandwiches. What is it with you and fixing sandwiches?
Yeah, what is it with you and fixing sandwiches?
That might be one of the greatest sound drops.
All right, I'm eating now.
Yeah, we'll grab that sound bitch.
Oh, I'm grabbing it.
Grab it. And here's I was listening to our good buddies in the A-Boy podcast here yesterday, and Mr. Kevin suggested that I pronounce my name Tumas. Actually, I go by Tom. You might be surprised, but I do go by Tom. And if you guys haven't checked out the A-Boy podcast, check them out on YouTube.
YouTube and
A-Boy podcast, EHBOY.
yeah.
They are definitely a couple funny dudes, and they have a unique humor that they bring to the table. So we got some guys around here that are sampling some sandwiches.
Yeah, so we got it. So we got a faithful coming up right now. Go ahead, put the headphones on. Put the headphones on. Hey, quit kicking the table, all right?
Yeah, I know.
So you might have to get a little close to the mic to talk so we can hear you. But you guys, I want to introduce a friend of mine. His name's Dennis. He is he's on the show for the very first time today, and
I did call in. And
He did do a call in.
some very bad Super Bowl prediction picks. So
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
everything I said was 100% wrong.
So what
Mine
sandwich
too.
did you go with?
I got the Habs fan.
You got the Habs fan?
Yeah, very good.
Is it really?
I think Sean would be happy. His good buddy there has a nice sandwich recommendation.
Yeah.
That Habs man.
The Habs, man.
He's got a good palate, I guess.
Yeah, it must have a great palate. So we got somebody that wants to say something to you, Tommy.
Oh, that's my
So it's
sister
not-
Colleen.
So
Hey.
it's not Tom or
It's
Tom
Tommy.
ass.
Yeah. Well, there's only a certain few people that can actually call me Tommy and not get some backlash. My sisters and my mother are a couple of those. Ironically enough, the guys at the plant used to refer to me as Tommy, and I could never understand it. I'm like, I'm in my 40s, and you're calling me Tommy. I thought that was weird, and these were like 20-year-old dudes, but whatever.
Oh my god.
I guess if you want to do that, you can.
Where's the napkins at?
Right here. So first bite review.
My god.
What do you got there, Rich?
Habs, man.
Oh,
Or Habs fan.
You want to rate it?
Oh man. Hey, buddy. Hey, Dave, you got a minute to hop on for a minute?
In a minute?
Yeah.
I just take it right
Yeah.
and then I'll be right back.
Sure. We're gonna have the man come on. So a guy that's sitting over on the other side over there is Big Jim O'Brien from WCSX. I don't know if he's a fan yet, but maybe by the end of the day, he will be a fan of our show.
okay.
We got to work on that. Maybe we could throw him a hat. You
That
know,
should do it.
he's over there. Chef Dave had created a burger just for him today. So I'll wait till Dave gets back. We'll get Dave on the mic, and we'll have him explain exactly what it is that he's got. But it looks good.
That burger he just made for him just now.
Yeah.
He said it was like one of the best burgers he's ever had. So
That's the Mick O'Brien, I believe.
Yeah. And
he did a good job.
I guess when you're kind of a big deal like that guy, you get your own sandwich.
Yeah,
You made it at pretty much anywhere you go, I guess.
So how many more shows you guys think you'll need to be able to get your own burgers here,
Can I
sandwiches?
take all the napkins? Oh, I'm sorry.
Well,
Here, wipe your hands. I wiped my mouth with it, but just wipe your hands with it. It's cool. We've been COVID together since the rip. So,
Right.
maybe we can.
but we're not kissing cousins, though.
Dennis asked how long before we get a sandwich or a burger named after us. We'll have to work on that.
Maybe when Dave gets here, maybe we'll have to see if we can't pull that one
Well,
off.
Next time I come in, I'll ask for the Rich James.
Yeah, you know what? So the
The Jaspa.
the Rich James is from my bowling days of occasionally throwing a strike every now and then. And a gentleman on our team would yell out real loud, "Rich James." If I knew you were coming, I would have put the bad to the bone drop on for us. But
That should be on your board no matter what.
well, you
All
know
the
what?
time.
You know what? Maybe we're gonna do that. But hey, so Dennis is here. Dennis is a graduate of the little sister school, MSU,
Oh.
or
Yes.
little brother, I should say.
Yep.
So
Well, they had their run.
Yeah.
come on, Dennis,
It
tell
was
us.
a glorious 10 years.
Yeah, it was, and the thing with that is they still had the ability to make runs, and I mean, I think that downtime hurt them.
Yeah.
I think the downtime hurt them, and I'm exactly what Pat say, the lack of leadership in that teim. It just seems like
There hasn't been one guy.
There's been one guy that stepped up, and I can't remember the name of the one guy, but he said the one guy he shouldn't be a point guard at a max school or
Max school.
something like that.
Yeah. It's a really weird year. And I just, I don't know. I think Izzo has a lot in common with Harbaugh as far as the hype goes. Because Izzo's always has these problems, it seems like. Who
Well,
knows?
one of
Maybe
the-
he'll make another Final Four this year.
One of the things I've kind of questioned here lately is does his coaching style, his technique, is it working in today's college game? I mean, he seems to be very aggressive, we'll say, with the kids, and I just think today's kids don't react well to that. And then you flip the switch and you look at Juwan's like their buddy. Like, you seem to get a lot of these kids that they can relate to, and maybe that coaching style works better in today's game. I mean, I don't disagree with the way Izzo coaches, because I think there are some kids that need a certain style that maybe they haven't been accustomed to get things motivated. But maybe it doesn't react well to them.
Oh boy.
What?
I have to put up on here. This is the sandwich cam that we have, but it's not a sandwich on there. It is assorted sausages.
That got Derek's attention. Look at him over there.
He's like, "Oh, you guys got sausages? Holy smokes!" No, I want everybody to know, like I said earlier in the show, that this is absolutely the stuff that is made here from Chef Dave and his wife is unbelievable. The sausages are made in-house. The burgers are in-house and everything like that. It's definitely an operation to be had, for sure. So everybody, what I want to do is I want to introduce you all to Chef Dave.
How you doing?
Hey, Dave, thanks for having us. We really appreciate it.
Good afternoon. So I knew everybody was coming and you'd all have sandwiches, so I did a little sausage, a little something different for you guys. Something special.
Ooh.
Very nice. Thank you.
So, Dave, you said you've been open since 2017?
Yeah, we opened on May 2nd of 17, so
Okay.
we're almost at year 4 here.
All right.
We opened pretty quiet, so it's been a slow and steady kind of rise. A little ascension there. So we kind of enjoy that. Our only issue is just getting some help. You know? But you see, we can pack the house. People come out, awesome people. It's great.
Yeah.
They can enjoy the sandwich, or they can come and get their meat.
Mm-hmm.
But I just want to be able to service them and take care of them.
Oh, I agree with you 1,000%. One of the you could have left that on, man. It's
all
okay.
good. No, I didn't put it on here.
Oh.
And I get hot. I start sweating, and it gets real bad. Yeah.
But so just to kind of recap a little bit, without getting political or anything like that, or how did your business model change during the whole COVID thing? Obviously you had to go and do some unique things that are different.
I would say I love
to
that
adapt.
question. Yeah, no, thank you for asking. We opened. It'll a little long-winded, but it'll be a 2-minute story, and I think it'll be well worth it.
That's
We
fine.
opened the store as a butcher shop, and then this space that we're sitting in right now, pop up at the Butchery, was a cake shop.
Okay.
And then Cake Ladies left our second year. So then at the end of 2019, we signed the lease and we took over the space.
Okay.
So we were going to grow into here and do pop-up concepts, say restaurant concepts, say if you want like Coney night or pasta night or whatever it was that kind of tapped into my culinary side, right?
Yep.
So being a chef and doing the butcher shop thing, I didn't really get to do that as much anymore. So my wife said, hey, take over the space next door. Let's do some cooking classes, some small events like that. You can tap into the Chef Dave thing.
Okay.
And so we did that. We got it all set. We got it ready to open. And then COVID hit and it just shut us down.
Yeah.
You can't bring people in to do cooking classes because of the mask thing. And then it was, you can't have anybody in. And then we kind of quarantined the store, if you will, and set it up where we only would let 3 or 4 people in at a time. We did the curbside service thing. It opened the door for us to do a lot more shipping. So we started shipping nationwide when the pandemic hit, which really helps us to kind of have a broader reach. We're this little meat market here in Sylvan Lake, and no one really knows. You know? But word of mouth has kind of kept us going for the last few years. And then now we've kind of taken the opportunity to do some advertising and try to get out there and grow it. But yeah, it's a labor of love, and it's been fun. But specifically, we had to shut down for the better part of a year. So this officially is, you guys are officially the first thing that we've done in this space since pandemic. So
wow.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for
This is
having
cool.
us.
Thank you for having us, man.
That means
Chris,
a lot.
pop that cherry if you will.
Oh.
There you go. We'll take it.
No, but I mean, again, we're very grateful. You know, we're a new show. I mean, we're a new. We started just audio, and now we're just kind of dabbling in with the live streaming like that. Like, so right now we're live on Facebook Live.
Oh, this is awesome.
We're on YouTube. The company that we work with, the organization we work with, they're small and they're like a startup. So it's iLogic Media is who we are with.
Partner with you?
That we partnered up with, and they help distribute our content. We provide content and everything like that. We're really excited about that. But again, I can't thank you enough for everything that you have done to allow us to come in here and definitely enjoy the sandwich. And I only took like 3 or 4 bites. I swear to God, I'm going to finish it. And I'm going to order more stuff for the ride home, for the way home.
No worries. I brought some. Didn't mean to cut you
Oh,
off,
yeah,
but
no,
I brought.
go ahead.
I was gonna say I love your setup. It was really quick, easy.
Thank
you guys. My wife said, "Look, these guys are professionals. They know what they're doing."
No.
Came in here very stealthy and
We're far
smooth.
from professional.
No, I love it. So yeah,
So,
far from corporate. You can be professional. But
So
you
let
don't
me.
wanna be
Let me add this sausage in here so we can show people, so you can kind of.
Yeah, so I got some of our jalapeno cheddar sausage there, and then
boy.
our real, that's probably our most popular. Then the second most popular is our chicken spinach and feta bratwurst. You gotta try some.
Oh yeah.
That's it might not be super hot, but it's nice flavor. And if you like a little kick, there's some jalapeno cheddar
God.
brat, maybe some.
Wow.
I think there's some. Looks like black pepper. There's some Italian sausage there as well.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
That's Mike Ivasil's favorite, the chicken sausage. I mean, he gets me every week. Dave, you got the chicken sausage? Almost like he's get the fix at the back door kind of thing.
So let me ask you, on an average. Okay, so let's bring this back. So I heard about your butcher shop obviously through everything else. Hold on a second. It's a little loud in here.
My wife in the background, I hear her.
Yeah, she's over here. She must be yelling at a customer of some sort.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, listen
It's
here.
not me, so that's good.
So anyway, so I got tuned on to you guys because you guys make a burger called a 3B burger, which is brisket bacon burger.
With bacon.
With bacon, yeah.
You got it.
Brisket burger bacon.
Yeah.
Brisket bacon burger. So that's how I got tuned into that. I'm going to tell you right now that by far is probably the best hamburger I've ever got from like a meat market, or I'm telling hands down.
It's
So
not
my
even
question
close.
my question to you is, how many pounds of that a week do you go through on an average?
Ooh, that's a real good one. I would say, and we talked about it on our show, on the smoke show, just this week. And Sean was like, so you got to admit it, Sean Bleaching. She's like, you got to admit this is really taking your store to another level. 100%. That one item. I would say probably somewhere in the 100, maybe 150 pounds of brisket. And so that would match up with about 400 pounds total.
Oh, wow. A week.
You're doing about 50% bacon. Yeah, a week. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. Like so today, Saturday, we're open 10 to 5. 7 hours. We'll probably push out a few hundred. I would say at least 100 pounds will go out today. Yeah.
How long have you been selling that burger?
The bacon brisket burger I've had for about a year now. So and I just dabbled today. I dabbled with corned beef and so the corned beef brisket and then plain brisket and ground them together to make a burger that I think is pretty awesome too. So we might have a second line of burger blended there.
I hear you. So let's talk about the burger that you did today. So today's guy who's sitting over on the other side of the pop-up, it happens to be a guy by the name of Big Jim O'Brien from WCSX,
Oh,
right?
he's here. I made it.
Is that him?
Oh no, that's Jay Ralph. Jay Ralph.
That's Jay Ralph.
CSX Big Jim will be in later.
Oh.
He'll be by.
Okay. Well, he came up and he said something, and we're like,
Yeah,
I'll-
it's Big Jim.
I've never seen him in person before, so I'm just kind of going based off of that. But
You'll know Big Jim over.
I'm sure. But so the burger that you created for today, it's called the Mick O'Brien.
Mick O'Brien burger.
Mick O'Brien burger.
Yeah.
What's on this burger?
It's corned beef brisket ground with regular brisket, and then that's just a burger patty that we sear on top of the flat top. And then I added some, almost like a Reuben, some sauerkraut, some Swiss cheese, Thousand Island dressing, and some pickles. And I put that on an onion roll, which
Okay.
is just dynamite. Good stuff.
So your culinary background. So it's safe to say that you've been around in different types of market shares, right?
Yeah.
So you worked at like high end places, and you worked at like a Slows or something like that. I mean, is that how you got your balance?
You know what? You nailed it, and I'll say you're the first of many who have asked me. Like seriously, most people are like,
That's
"Oh,
Rich
so you're a
Jasper for
chef.
you.
You've worked at some places." No, I've done everything from Slow's Barbecue, Union Street downtown, right
Okay,
on Woodward. They've been around
All
for
right.
50 years. To all the way to Coach and Siggy on top of the Renaissance. I was 25 years old. I was the chef there when Super Bowl came into town. That was a heck of an experience. I met my wife at the Rugby Grill at the Townsend Hotel. We were
Okay.
both working there. So number 6 Chop House. I worked for Matt Prentice for a long time in this town and opened and closed many a restaurant and deli with him.
Nice. Yeah,
So
that, I mean,
you bring all that experience into
that's definitely
a meat store, which I think it separates you from all the average other meat places. You can kind of give ideas to people that other places might not be able to do.
Yeah, thank you, 100%. That's kind of was the thought process. When I wanted to open up my own place, I decided I wasn't going to open a restaurant because it just wasn't conducive to having a family and doing and the failure rate is like in the 90 percentile. Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's definitely. I have a friend of mine who is a chef, and same thing. He opened up a restaurant. I want to say on the east side somewhere. I don't know exactly where it was at, but this was back right when 9/11 happened.
Oh my gosh!
And so it was like open and then closed back down.
Yeah, 08 just crushed a lot of dreams.
Yeah.
But in 09, I can only imagine, and that was played in the back of my mind. I mean, I was at Coach Insignia, and quite frankly, before Super Bowl, Detroit downtown was a ghost town. There was nothing there. Wasn't anything going on. Super Bowl came in, and it was the busiest place around for 2 weeks. And then Super Bowl took their parade out, and it was the same kind of thing where, there wasn't a whole lot of business going on. So, yeah, I could understand. So fine dining, it was always, for me, I enjoyed the fine dining aspect of things from the standpoint of the classic cooking techniques and stuff like that. But I enjoy the foods that are more casual dining foods.
Yeah.
I cut meat with a phenomenal butcher and learned how to do that. And I kind of fell in love with that years ago when I was 18 years old. I worked at a meat market and I worked at the Ritz-Carlton.
Okay.
So I remember the chef going, "Why are you wasting? Listen, what I'm doing in the morning is learning how to make sausage and all these other things." And it was like I became a grill cook at most of the places I was at. I was the steakhouse guy, so I was cooking steaks on the grill. My experience in the butcher shop is what really helped me be able to temp a steak much better and really be on track to be a better cook as far as the meat goes, just knowing it from both ends.
Yeah, and it's amazing how what you've done here and then what you've done, in your career is you were able to mold different strategies, I guess, if you want to call it, to make it unique to you.
100%.
Which is cool.
To your point was there's meat markets, there's grocery stores, there's a lot of places, but what makes us different? I think what makes us different is the ability to reflect on those 20 years of experience in the kitchen and say, here's how you braise this $20 a pound Wagyu brisket.
Because it's an investment,
100%,
when people come in and buy that Wagyu or whatnot, they're buying the experience, and a lot of people don't know how to cook that. I wouldn't have the slightest idea, but after leaving this place with some of the techniques or whatnot that you would tell me, okay, I can tackle it, and then you go home, you make that meal, that's memorable. You the people that eat that meal remember that, like, where did this come from, and you can tell your experience and the good thing that you got from the butchery to other people.
So if you don't mind, I would love to ask you guys, what do you guys do besides the podcast thing? I know you talk about sports and stuff like that. Do you have do you have regular jobs, or is this your regular job? Or are you sports talk guys?
I would love to have this as a regular job, but I guess it's not it. But no, so for me, I work in the manufacturing industry, and I do environmental health and safety.
Okay,
that's what I do.
So I'm just catching you're tapping onto the details. You guys are very detail oriented.
Thank you.
And I spent 25 years in the steel industry, half of which I was in a supervisory role. Currently, just got out of a mortgage job.
Okay.
So I'm in between at the moment, but definitely.
You ever think about a career in the meat business?
Hey, well, what's funny is I actually sent him the posting that you had put on there. I sent it right to him. I go, there you go.
And we talked about it on the way in.
So we could teach you how to make the sausage. It's good stuff. It's
Yeah.
pretty simple.
Yeah,
It's
no,
all,
yeah.
It's all.
That sounds absolutely fantastic that he does that.
Are you suggesting something here, Mr.
Yes, I
Rich?
am.
A little connection?
He's pushing you into a job that will benefit him and others, right?
Well, it would benefit
That
me
works.
for sure. Maybe my gut too, but that's all
Hey,
right.
It
that's
happens.
the good benefit.
Yeah, exactly.
Totally.
So anyway, so I don't want to take up all your time and everything like that. But
Yeah,
I,
take
like
my-
I said, like I know you
You got the eye.
got it. You're the behind the scenes guy, kind of like. So you're so in perspective of what you do and what I do to the show. You're the guy behind the scenes that does all the technical work to bring it out to the front, and that's what I do.
Yeah.
I do everything behind the scenes
Here
and
we
bring
go.
it to the
Here we go.
forefront.
You know, I will say this, and you can ask my wife. I do it all, and I'll leave it there.
All right, cool. Well, hey Dave, thanks for having us. We appreciate it. Thanks for coming on,
Thank you.
and then I'll square up with you on my way out.
Well, take care, guys. Appreciate it.
Hey, thanks, Dave. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Dave.
So that was cool. I mean, that was great. That was absolutely great. Okay, hey, grab it.
Boy, those are so good.
Grab a hold of it. Yeah, the chicken feta. You guys,
Derek, you want to come up?
You guys-
Did you have a sandwich?
do you have a sandwich?
Did you get a sandwich?
I only got about 20% left on my connection here, so let's get going.
What is what? Looks like chicken.
Chicken and one's jalapeno. Oh, he goes and grabs a jalapeno. Andrew grabs a chicken. So cool. So anyway, I mean that was great. I mean that was good to get that insider view behind it. And
Yeah, this is definitely, excuse me if I'm still chewing. This is definitely not your father's meat market.
no,
You're going to come here.
this is
You're going to
not-
get the best.
This is not the Brady Bunch meat market.
No.
This is not Alice going to Sam the Butcher to get food. Oh, we got a guy in the back there, Sam the Butcher.
You're going to come here. You're going to get the best cut of meat.
Oh.
And you're going to learn how to cook it, learn how to make it. And also, when this COVID nonsense starts to wind down, Chef Dave does, like he was saying, he does cooking classes, and that's a huge craze going.
Yeah.
Prior to COVID, there's, date night ideas. You go and you learn how to cook a meal, and then you eat it. I mean, that's a huge thing that was happening. So to have that option to come in here in his pop up,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. He definitely stands out above any other meat store around.
And hopefully now, since we're starting to get more freedoms back in the state of Michigan, he's able to start back up his goal of doing a pop up and having people in doing classes and stuff like that. I'd love to come on. I'd love to come up here and take one of those classes. You can always learn something.
Sure, absolutely.
I'm a jack of all trades, master of none. So I mean, I can always.
It would have to be a fish meal.
Yeah, it would have to be
'Cause,
something of a seafood brand.
Yeah, that just for you, but no, I'd be all right.
Yeah.
I'd be able to
You'd
go
live.
full bore
You'd
there.
live.
Yeah.
You'd definitely live.
Not my strong suit.
Yeah. All right. So what we need to do is we need to get the guy on the microphone who originated this plan, and
I think he's pretending like
he's pretending like he's not. He's not. He's.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He's pretending like he's not listening to us. But we need to get the guy who inspired the road show.
The
He's on the Twitter right now. He's probably tweeting
yeah.
about it, just like everything else.
See you guys.
Hey,
well,
You
hey.
guys got special treats.
Oh,
Yeah,
of
well,
course.
have
Oh,
some.
that's the chicken.
Yeah, that's the chicken
sausage.
sausage.
Oh, yeah. Help
Oh, that's
yourself.
great stuff.
Try it up. So,
So you were the one that basically said, "Hey, we need to get those boys out and do a live show." And
he's like, I want a sandwich. And then,
Want a sandwich.
and then he,
Sports talk,
yeah,
live show,
there you go.
Mhm.
nice people,
Yep.
sandwiches,
And you're using that.
great people.
You're using that nice pretty loosely so far.
Yeah, Dave and Julie are great people.
Well, I thought you were talking about us.
And you guys
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all right,
Well, gee,
yeah.
thanks.
Get you out here, and it's been great. Been a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Got a bunch of my kids out here, and their friends came out and devoured some sandwiches.
Oh,
that's awesome.
we
That's
thank you
awesome.
for putting the idea out there.
Yeah, and you actually spurred a new concept show that we're kind of contemplating a little bit, and then definitely when we get to the point where if we do that or not, you're going to be getting tagged in some posts to visit some other sandwich places around the Metro Detroit area.
And we're going to definitely look for your
You can
recommendations.
just see me, and then I know where they're all at. Just take a look at me. I can tell you
So-
all the good stuff.
So you had the Mick O'Brien burger then?
Yes, I did. It was unbelievable. It was like St. Patrick's Day on a bun. That's what I told you.
Ooh,
It
nice.
was amazing.
Can you
They
can
have
you?
those brisket burgers.
Oh yeah,
Everyone's
oh yeah.
familiar with.
Oh yeah.
But this was blended with corned beef.
Yep. That's what
So
Dave
it
was telling us.
just spectacular. I never had anything like it.
Mm.
Good.
He always creates stuff that it's like I've never had this before.
Yeah.
You know?
And you're always like, but I'd like to have it.
But I'd like to
have it.
Good stuff.
And that's the uniqueness of Chef Dave. Let's try this and that, and it's.
He's
And
so passionate.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you can definitely see
You can tell.
he's taken everything he's done, jobs throughout the years in restaurants, and he's put it here, and he's put it to his food, and
Little
it
pieces
shows.
everywhere he's been.
Oh yeah,
It's almost like a labor of love,
Yeah.
really. If you you
like
can
this
call it that.
sandwich is. I mean, this is a work of art, and
What
it's
did you-
delicious. I got the Mr. Hack.
Mr. Hack.
Yeah,
That's
so it's-
father-in-law.
It's like a turkey Reuben, but man,
It is good,
it's so
isn't it?
good.
That's cool.
Can't
They're
wait
all
to
good. They're
finish
all
the
good.
rest of it.
So, who do you got for tomorrow's game? Michigan State.
I'm a Michigan guy. I've learned to be a lot more what you call it, civil about it.
Yeah.
I was really bad for a long time. And then my youngest daughter lost her mind and decided to go to East Lansing, go to Michigan State. And so I had to change a little. But I'm a hardcore Michigan guy.
Okay.
I played football at Central.
Oh, okay.
So I'm a
Fire up
Central
chips.
guy, Fire up chips. And but I had first cousins that were cheerleaders, and one played football and baseball in Michigan. From when I was 5 years old to when I was 16 years old, I went to every home game.
Oh, nice.
So I was, raised as a Michigan fan.
Okay.
And, but yeah, big Michigan fan.
Good.
But I'm civil now towards the Spartans. I got a feeling Michigan State's probably going to win tomorrow, just because I think that Michigan's probably going to rest some kids,
Yeah.
and I think that Michigan State really needs the game.
Yeah,
to
they
have a
need
chance
it
to get
more.
the
Yeah.
tournament.
They need it more than
They need that
so-
win, and they
yeah.
need that win, and they need to do some damage in the Big Ten tournament in order
Absolutely.
to even get
Are
a
you guys Michigan people or Michigan?
Michigan.
Yeah, Michigan.
Michigan.
Yeah, but I think Harbaugh's humbled a lot of us.
Michigan State.
Oh, Davey's a Michigan State guy. But I still like him, man. He's still my guy.
Harbaugh's definitely brought us down there. There's Chef Dave with
Oh,
his.
God,
there
there we
you
go.
Hey,
That's
to-
right, a little gnome.
I
Hey,
told
to each
you.
his own.
Yeah.
That's right.
The
Got
Fighting Ishbias.
it. Keeps us honest. Right?
Yeah. So
Oh.
cool. So hey, anyway, thanks again.
Oh.
I'm definitely going to be when we decide to do this. We might do it once a month or once every 2 months or something like that. But we are going to try to go and set up with local businesses.
Oh yeah.
I'm not going to the Applebee's and stuff like that. I want to go to the small businesses like this who could. I mean, we don't have a huge following, but it's getting there.
Absolutely.
And we just want to be able to, say, hey, promote the businesses.
And it's growing because of people like you.
And I
That,
talk with
that
my
are-
hands a lot.
We
That
got
are-
a lot of. I grew up in Macomb County, and I went to high school out here, right down the street.
I grew up in Harrison Township.
So it's like, yeah, I know so many places,
Good.
great spots.
Yeah, well,
So,
you know what?
love
You're going to
to.
be a guy we're going to be bending your ear a little bit.
Would love to.
You're going to be a
Dude, this-
guest
this will
a
be
lot.
fun. Absolutely.
Yeah, but
Thanks
cool.
do it.
for coming out, you guys.
Hey,
It's
no.
been awesome.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
it's fun.
It's
Very,
a lot of
nice.
fun. And Chef Dave and Julie are just welcoming as can be.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
We pulled up and they had the door open for us and set up a nice little table. It's been an awesome
He's like,
experience.
you could have went to the other door. You didn't have to come to this one, So,
You guys are like family.
Our
Yeah.
amateurness showed in our first road show, but nope, it's been great.
But-
We appreciate it.
but we set up real quick and got the show on the road. But hey, we got a hey guys from our
Hey,
buddy Chappie at Fantasy Sports
He's a fellow show on the iLogic Network. He's
for sure. Yep.
He is Mr. Fantasy Baseball, Fantasy Sports. He has a really good show, and rumor has it he enjoys a good bourbon. in his
Yeah, he
glass.
does enjoy a good bourbon and a good whiskey. So
If you haven't checked it out, there's a show on our network. It's called Bar Talk,
Okay.
and the host of the show owns the Relief and Resource in Fenton. It's a little speakeasy out there that's a
Did you guys,
must.
is that where you guys came up with your name?
no, so okay, so go ahead, finish the story, and then I'll tell the
No,
story.
so
about
he
how we came
does.
with the name.
He does he just joined on the network, and he has a show once a week. So he just gives it's like a lesson on whiskey, and his drinks are amazing. It's called the Relief and Resource. It's in the El Tapo restaurant in Fenton.
So when you go in this
very
El
good.
Tapo restaurant, it's like a Mexican taco place. You walk in, and all the way in the back, there's a Pringles machine. So you go to the Pringles machine and you hit the button, and the door opens. Behind that is where the Relief and Resource. Yeah,
it's so cool.
yeah.
So he does a show now with the iLogic Network, and it's an education. It's really cool.
Yeah.
But you want to tell them how we came up with the name?
I will tell you how we
That
came
some
up with
think it's a bit wordy, but we like it.
Some people say it's too wordy. So the reason why we came up with the name Easy Speak at Speakeasy 330, COVID hit, right? Tom is my neighbor. So they shut down the bars, they shut down everything. So Tom's garage, he's like, you know what? He already had a big TV in the garage. And then we put a sectional in there, and we used to watch baseball. You know, we were watching 1984 World Series games when they were broadcasting them. So we were watching all that stuff. And then it went from that, and it was like, let's build a bar. Okay. So we built a bar in there. So from the outside of it, it's our we call it the Speakeasy 330. 330 is his address. So you just say it looks like a garage, but when you open it up, it's like a full-fledged sports bar with a bar top, kegerator, lots of different types of whiskeys and that, drinks and everything like that. It's got 3 TVs, soon to be 4, a lounge. I mean, it's huge.
That's how I first heard it. I saw the pictures.
Okay, yeah.
I was like, wow.
Yeah, so that's pretty much. So then
that's our hangout spot.
Like in November. So what we did, like in November, we were, and we've been known on the weekends. Last night was one of them where I think I overindulged and his fiance overindulged. And hey, what's up, buddy?
I tried to keep my head composed.
Did you make these?
Tried to keep it.
Oh, that's good.
Place to be today.
I tried to keep it cool.
But so what we did is we were sitting at the table one day, and he's like, "You ever thought about doing a podcast?" I go,
"Puppy chow."
I said, I have. He goes, you want to do one? I'm like, yeah, okay. And then like 3 days later, I'm like, hey man, I said, I got this. He goes, wow, you really weren't messing around, were you?
It wasn't 3 days.
You were right.
It was the next morning. I got a text message, and it said, all right, I registered the show on Anchor. This is the name of it. And even had the logo and the picture. I'm like, I haven't even got out of bed yet, and you already done all that?
That's
What?
funny.
So it just kind of took off from there. And then within the next couple of days, if some of our listeners know, he is someone who has access to funds.
Yeah, somebody said I have access to funds, which
So
I don't.
he purchased the mother of all podcast machines, the Roadcaster, and then that's it. We went in it completely blind and said, if we get one person to listen, cool. If we get 100 people to listen, awesome. And obviously you listened, and that's just really cool to actually.
The garage got me.
Yeah.
Before I even heard you guys, I saw that. I was like,
You're like,
wow.
oh my god.
But that warms my heart to know that our show has reached somebody outside of our circle, and and speaking for the both of us, we really appreciate that.
Yeah, really do.
Yeah.
Really do.
Promoting it as much as you
We
have.
do well enough on these on location spots. Maybe I'll get invited to the garage.
Well,
That's the goal.
Well, come on out.
You come
Watch
anytime.
Where you live at?
Rochester.
Rochester, okay.
So I'm
All right.
not far from here at all.
Yeah, we're out there every weekend. We'll be out there tonight, and we're doing another show tomorrow. And
Great.
And then we're doing another. So we're going to do something on with the stuff that we have, whatever. We can bring you on from your house. You really don't.
Awesome.
You can call.
But we'd rather have you out
We'd rather
there.
have you there.
We'd rather have you out there into the Speakeasy.
It might be a long Uber drive for you for the ride home, but
I'm good.
but
I'm good. I don't drink, so I just enjoy watching everybody else drink.
Oh, perfect.
I was a
Perfect.
professional.
Good.
I'm retired.
That's good.
Now I've been in retirement for 22 years successfully. So
Nice. Nice.
enjoying the heck out of it.
Good.
Well, we're doing a little revamp in the Speakeasy. I've come across a whole lot of old pictures, like Detroit sports moments. So
Wow.
the walls are going to be filled. So when you walk in, it's
Something
kind of
already. It's gonna be real.
when you come over, it's kind of like a walk down memory lane. Like, oh, they got everything from K-Line to Cabrera, the Bad Boy Pistons, all the best moments.
The good Red Wings, not the ones we got now. The good Red Wings,
yeah, the good wings. So we definitely look forward to having you come out.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
Join us there.
Definitely.
Take care. It's good seeing
Hey,
you.
Thanks for being on.
Grab a hat. Take your pick of what color you want.
Beautiful.
Grab a hat.
Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
No, thank you.
Appreciate it. We'll talk to you before you go.
Thanks, bud.
For sure.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for being on.
So our friend Chappie said he overindulges every Thursday. And if I remember correctly, I looked at you the other day. I'm like, dude, this dude is ripped right now. This guy does fantasy baseball, and he's in front of his computer, and he's really big into knowing like the analytics behind everything, which is awesome when it comes to fantasy sports, as you know. Yeah, baseball. Yeah. And so
He's got a great logo too.
yeah, he does.
That logo,
For sure. Here, I'll pop it up right now.
It's really cool.
Yeah, it looks cool. Yeah, chaps. Yeah.
Baseball's no joke either because that's like a full-time job. It's not like once a week of football. You got time to get my picks in.
Yeah, every day. Well, this
Exactly.
clown, right before the NHL season starts, he goes, "Hey, got an opening in the league that my old neighborhood. You want to join?" I'm like, "All right." Fantasy hockey. Yeah. I didn't touch my lineup at all until like 2 weeks ago. He goes, you're in third place. I go, I haven't even clicked on the app
He's in
yet.
third. And then when he paid attention to it, how does team go?
Yeah. Within a
Down
week,
the
I was in fourth, and but I think I did pretty good this last week. But
Yeah.
You're right. Fantasy baseball. It's like every day you gotta, but a lot of people are on the computer every day, but to dedicate every day to change your lineup and all that, I'm gonna pass.
Yeah.
But what Chappie does is it's pretty cool. I mean, he's like he was talking the other day like the fourth round type second baseman, and he was blowing my mind. Like, and I'm a big baseball fan, and his knowledge is abound. And check out his show, the Chap Show. So because if you need education on
that,
on fantasy sports, he's the guy to go to.
He reached out to me earlier this week and asked me if I was interested in being in one of his leagues. He had a spot open up, and I'm already in a couple. And I'm like, dude, I can't, between podcasting this, now doing live stream, work, kids baseball. We got about 8 out-of-state tournaments this year coming up. So I'm like, I can't take on another league. I might unload one that I got, but
it's funny, I guess it pays off to be behind the scenes. You're on all these new podcasts. You get asked.
I wasn't on a podcast. It was
okay.
We're boys, dude. Text messages back and forth with each other.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
All right.
He sent me a message on Facebook. So anyway, so cool. Hey, Dennis, thanks for coming out. Thanks for supporting the Butchery. Hope you enjoyed the sandwich. My brother's here. He had some sausage earlier. My nephew's here.
The sausage.
Sausages? Yeah, this place is great.
So yeah.
Thanks for having us out.
Hey, no, thanks for coming out. Thanks for supporting. So, all right. Well,
the Butchery, Sylvan Lake. Do yourself a favor. And I don't care if you live on the west side, the east side, the north, or the south. Get out here. It's the best meat in town.
Yep.
It's the best people in town. And you will be thankful that you did.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Tom, have a good one. We'll see you guys.
We'll see you tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll be here tomorrow, or not here, but we'll be back to Speakeasy with some hockey talk.
There you go.
Alrighty.
All right, have a good one.
Bye-bye.